Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Set to put his foot into this one. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ready.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Cardinals had 7-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Stafford now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbroo. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cards, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker. You look at this Arizona defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw, Stafford. Short one here, caught by McBride. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now it's Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On a handoff, Benson running right. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory,
escapes the defender. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marvin Harrison Jr., 34 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Dart from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
50-50.
Now Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Throwing, Dart. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, here's Scatterby. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw now, Dart. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Dart going to give to Scatterby. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Benson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll go down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Stafford. taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
That's another Cardinals first down.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got room.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw is Stafford. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's Dart.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking to throw, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing his Dart.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
A final shot before the break. Stafford.
This one deep for Wilson.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
That was a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Dart.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
To throw is Dart. It's complete on a bubble screen. That's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. They go quickly here out to Moore.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
In motion, the tight end.
Now Dart.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
Gano's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
This is taken in by McBride. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run over center with Benson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Giants' 10-yard line.
Double right. 180.
Stafford now to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Here's 3rd and 6. To the air, Dart. He'll check this one down to Scalabrine. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
To throw, Dart.
Incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Play fake, and here's Dart.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to air one out.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a toss left side for Benson.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Hey, 50, set!
Stafford.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Intended for Michael Wilson. Incomplete. The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That's quickly out to Harrison.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so. It's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing his dart. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterbury. He's into space past the 25. And down to the 16-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Scatterbury going to run it out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw now, Dart. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Open man here is Benson.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Stafford.
That's caught by Wilson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now it's Stafford.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
This is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the give, it's Benson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Stafford now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. At the 60, at the 60, jump 60, jump 60.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
One last throw here for Stanford. Caught by Wilson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. Yeah, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Giants, it's a fourth win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of